Here with Rick Heller, the Iowa University baseball head coach. In your second year, had a very successful year, made it to the tournament, those sort of things, 40-plus wins. Kind of what do you think of the year as a whole and how it all went for you guys?
Well, it was a very special year, and because of a very special group of guys, and they've taken our program to places that a lot of people didn't think were possible, as soon as we were able to do them. And I just can't say enough about the hard work and the effort of the team. Their ability to go out and play hard every single day to win 41 games. It takes a lot of toughness and mental toughness and guys that are willing to go out and grind it out every single day. But it really took our program big steps. Our alumni very, very happy, very supportive. People came out to our games. When I got the job, I challenged this team with changing the culture of Iowa baseball, and these guys certainly did that.
And then with that in mind, too, sort of a nice turnaround for the program itself, winning 10 more games than he did last season, and then also making the tournament for the first time in nearly 30-plus years. Kind of how big of achievement do you think that is in changing the culture?
Well, that was huge. It was a big step, and now the expectations are there, and the recruiting class that we have coming in, that's where they see themselves now, and that's what it takes, building a winning environment. And last year we made the conference tournament and won a game and kind of ended it on a good note, but the team wasn't satisfied. We had a lot of returners coming back, and they set the bar high in the fall. We wanted to get to a regional tournament, have a chance to play to get to Omaha, and that's exactly what they did. I mean, we were this close to playing today against Arkansas in the Super Regionals, and just remarkable what they were able to achieve. But it really did do big things for our program.
And then if you had it your way on the field, you would be playing today. But this is a nice constellation, getting to come back to your hometown roots and kind of mingle with some of the fans that were supporting you. Kind of how nice is it to be back around all these people?
No, it's great. It's great to be here with a lot of close friends and a lot of family and some of the best Hawk fans in the state. This is where I grew up. This is where I played a lot of my baseball. So it's a special place to me, and I'm really happy that I'm able to be here.
And obviously you're fairly busy from when the year starts to when it officially ends. Kind of, what have you seen that since you've been down here that maybe a little bit different than some of your old days, and what's kind of surprised you about being back here?
Well, I really haven't had a chance to get around town much. I played in the golf outing today with some of my friends, and quick change and out here, to the airport for the function, and probably hang around town, drive around a little bit tomorrow and check things out, and always go by the ballpark and walk around because that's where I spent the majority of my time when I was here.
And then with the team that you have now, some players you have coming back, some of the kind of local kids around here, Calvin Matthews, Josh Marching, sort of what have you seen from them in your 2 years with them, kind of what they've been on the mound for you?
Well, Calvin has been one of the big reasons this program's turned around. I mean, he's an absolute, warrior on the mound for us, and he did a tremendous job, pitched great. He pitched an amazing game in his last outing against Oregon in the elimination game to get the win. It's so nice knowing that we have Calvin coming back next year as a leader on the pitching staff and a guy that we know that we can count on. The thing about Calvin is that he gives you a chance to win every time he takes the mound. Josh Marching was coming off an elbow injury, started out pretty good and then had a little bit of a flare-up, kind of went through that first year kind of blahs after the Tommy John. He's going to go out and pitch this summer, and I expect Josh to be one of the mainstays on our staff next season and really bounce back with a stellar year for us.
And then lastly for you, just kind of when you think about that next year, obviously it's months away at this point, but what excites you about what you have with the team coming back and then some of those recruits that you mentioned earlier?
Well, our recruiting class was ranked #1 in the Big Ten for what it's worth. It's on paper, but it's a talented group. And then we're also pretty worried about the draft next week, the Major League draft. That's going to kind of dictate how things go the rest of the summer. If we get hit pretty hard, it's going to be a little bit more of a challenge for us to maintain and stay where we're at, or try to move forward, which is what we're trying to do. I guess we're not trying to stay where we're at, but we've got a good group of guys coming back. We did lose 9 quality seniors that all had big roles on the team, and then we have to wait and see what's going to happen with the Blake Hickmans and Tyler Paytons and Joel Bookers and a lot of the guys, Ryan Erickson, all those draft-eligible guys that are quality players for us. And then we've got probably 4 or 5 guys in our recruiting class coming out of high school that are on draft boards as well. So we'll have to wait and see. It's a nervous time for a college baseball coach, and you really don't know what you're going to have at this point. So with that being said, whoever we have, I think we'll go out and fight and give a great effort. And if we get all the recruits to come in, I know that class is a special one.
All right, and Rick Heller, the Iowa University baseball coach. Thanks for your time, and you can enjoy the event here. Thanks.
Thank you very much.